friends, it's Terri Gaines, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. In this video tutorial, I'm going to share a fun fold card created with the Floral Impressions 12 by 12 designer series paper. This paper is absolutely beautiful in person. It's got a beautiful floral design on one side and a coordinating background print on the other side. I'm going to be using the designer series paper, but I did want to let you know this paper is part of a suite. So the suites and the suite products are currently buy one and get one 50% off. The suite includes these beautiful gems. These are the strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems. And they've got a little gold flecks in them, 2 different sizes, and you get 150 altogether, so 50 of each size. There's a bundle in the suite. The bundle has a stamp set with 17 images and a die set with 25 images. So let me show you how this all works. So the stamp set has these images and these sentiments. All of these, except the stem, all of these other images can be cut out with the dies. And what I have here is the solid image and the detail stamped over it. And I've done that for all of these images here. Plus you get these additional dies that will create a beautiful outline. My next project, I'm going to show some of the dies. And then you get these 2 dies, absolutely beautiful. And you also get in the suite these gold frame pieces. There's 2 each of 3 different designs, so 6 altogether. So a suite is buying everything with 1 code number, or you can purchase the items individually. For example, if you want the gems and this, you can purchase that. You would pay for the higher price item and get the lower price item 50% off. And you can do that with all the suites and the suite products through June 30th. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be using the designer series paper. I did a little bit of prep work ahead of time. I have the designer series paper already cut. Now let me also let you know that for this fun fold, you want the front and the back of the designer series paper to coordinate, and that is true for 5 of these prints. I did not make this design. In saying that, I have 4 additional cards already done, and I'm going to be using this designer series paper. So to get started, I have some of the prep work done ahead of time. Well, actually quite a bit of it. So I have decorative images. I actually cut those out of the designer series paper. So I have some decorative images for the project. I have the flowers and some of the leaves, and I cut them out of this very same print. I have 4 decorative panels, and I've done that work ahead of time. I use my cut and emboss machine, and I use some dies that are called the Nested Essential dies. Absolutely love these. You get 12 different dies, 4 each of 3 different designs. So I've used the larger one and cut out images out of the garden green. I use the second largest one and cut out images out of the basic white. For 2 of them, I have stamped ahead of time. I use the Memento ink, and I have stamped here. Let me see, I have a new station that I'm doing my videos, and I'm a little unorganized. I'm using a stamp set called The Right Words. I have Happy Birthday stamped on one, and then To Someone Worth Celebrating on the other one. So that is what I have done ahead of time for those. And then I adhered those together. So I just saved some video time by doing that bit of work ahead of time. Then we have designer series paper. This is 12 by 5.5. I'm going to show you how to score this. And then a card base that coordinates with the paper. I'm using garden green. That is 4.25 by 5.5. I will also have these measurements in the text portion of this video, along with on the blog post where I'll have photos of the project. So let's score this. I'm going to bring in my Simply Scoring tool. You can use your paper trimmer with a scoring blade. So we have 3 different spots we need to score this. I want this to be my focal point. and this is going to be the background, this side. So whatever you want to be the main part of your card, you want that side up, meaning you don't want it like that. You want it this side up. And we're going to score along the 12-inch side. I use the larger end of the stylus. If I use the small end, I can easily tear the designer series paper. So what we have to do is score it at 3 inches. I'm going to hold it in the corner. So hold on with one hand and then softly score at 3, at 6.5, and at 10.5. When I score designer series paper, I also like to just flip it over and score the other side. So we have 3, 6.5, and 10.5. Now what we have here, I'm going to turn it back like this. I'm going to work on the right side. This score line, and what I like to do is hold it up to this wall. That helps me get everything aligned really nicely. And I'm pushing that up to the wall, and with my fingers, I'm going to crease that. So this end one is a valley fold. The next one is a valley fold, so I'm going to flip that over as well. I'm pushing that up against the wall. That's going to help me get a straight alignment. Use my fingers to score it. And this next one is a mountain fold. So then I'm pushing that up against the wall. So I have a mountain, valley, valley. And isn't that paper beautiful? So it's going to fold like this. Now this card base is going to go on the back. It's going to be flush to the edge, and then you're going to have 1/8 of an inch on both sides. I chose garden green. So what I'm going to do is put my adhesive on the back of this, and then I'm going to use this wall again. So what I'm going to do is push this up against the wall. I'm going to hold this up so my adhesive does not touch. I can push this up to the wall. Look for my equal spacing on both sides, which is should be 1/8 of an inch on both sides. Push that up and place this down. That's going to help me get that flush. And then if I cut them both the same measurement, it's going to be flush here. If it's not, you can take this to your paper trimmer and trim it, or use a paper snips and trim that. So we've got the fun fold started here. So we're done with the simply scoring. Now we have 4 decorative panels. So one is for the outside. The happy birthday is going to be for the outside. The next one I want to visually see is going to be this one, and blank one to sign the card, and then I have a decorative one. I'm going to start out from the inside and work my way out. So I'm going to start with the inside. So this is a blank one to sign the card. That's the first one I want to put down. Now it might be hard to see in the camera, but you need to place it equally between your score lines here and equally between the top and the bottom. So I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of this, and then equal spaces on the side, so that's about good, I believe, and then equal top and bottom. So I'm going to place that one down next. Now 2 of them, so one's going to be placed here, and then a blank one's going to be placed here to decorate. So what I want to do is sandwich those so they attach to this piece. I found the best way to do that is to take the one that's going to be here, place it upside down on this one, put my adhesive on here, get this all lined up, line that up like this, get it all nice and squared up, and then close that down on top of it. And that's adhered it to this piece. Then this is the one that's going to go here. So I'm going to then put adhesive on all sides of this one, and then line this one up so it's equal. It's just everything stacked equally. And then, so now that's attached like this. And then we're going to close that, and this one's going to go on the outside. Now the beauty of this fun fold is you can have these images different sizes, and you could, let me rephrase that, you can have them different shapes. They can be circles. I'm going to show you a couple samples done with this die shape. So you can have different shapes, but this could be a different size than these. This one can be different size, but it has to be smaller than these. Like you'd want to hide it underneath. So hopefully that all makes sense. So now I'm going to actually decorate it. So I have 3 flowers. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal and put a bit of adhesive on the back center of all 3 of these flowers. So I'm going to attach one here. I'm going to take the leaves and use a mini glue dot. Just put it on the bottom portion of the leaf. I don't have any adhesive underneath there, so I can just, underneath the petal, so I can just pop that here. I can take one of these and I'm just going to add a flower here. And let's see, let's put it that way. I'm going to take this leaf and I can feel a mini glue dot right here. Let's see if it's still got some stickiness to it. I missed that one earlier. And I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to sign the card here. And then this last flower is going to go on the front. So it's a great fun fold to showcase both sides of the designer series paper. And it's perfect for those designer series paper prints that have such a beautiful design on them that you want to show more than just the card front. You know, you want to showcase more than just a 4-inch section of it. In this case, you get to showcase the 12-inch side. You get to showcase the entire edge or entire width of the designer series paper. Just love this designer series paper. So that's one card. I said I'd have some other samples to share with you using some other prints. Here's one. This is the design that has that variegated flower design. So I cut that out of the designer series paper and have that attached to the front to coordinate with those colors. And then I put this flower because it's coordinating there. And then we have all different color flowers on this one. So just love how that turned out. Then we have this designer series paper. I also cut the images right out of the designer series paper, but you can also stamp your images or die cut them. I think I'm going to add rhinestones to these flowers just to spruce them up a little bit. And then here's another print. This is the one I mentioned that I used the same dies, but I used this shape. And let me share some of the stamps I used. So I used the You Are Remarkable stamp set for this sentiment. And then I used the mixed label stamp set for a couple of the other sentiments that I used. So look at this beautiful card. You have this in the front. I used strawberry slush for the coordinating color, and I cut out the flowers from the designer series paper. So absolutely beautiful designer series paper. This fun fold is perfect for that. And here's the other one. And this is Fresh Freesia and the same sentiments. And look at that beautiful designer series paper. Just love how these have turned out. And because the designer series paper and the postcard are flush down there, it will stand and display really beautifully. Now, I have showed this fun fold in the past. I will link a post, I think it was probably January, February, probably February, and I've used this designer series paper in the countryside corner dies. And I forget the name of this. It's, I think it's Floral Delight. And then Cute As Can Be designer series paper and the coordinating dies. And then this is a retired paper and I used that. And then some celebration paper that was available during Celebration 2025 and the beautiful butterflies dies. So I will link to this previous blog post, but this is a fun fold that is so fun to create when you have your designer series paper that the front and the back coordinate and you want to showcase the beautiful papers. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. As I mentioned, I'll have the measurements in the text portion of this video and also on my blog post. In the text portion, I'll have a link to the blog post to see photos of these cards. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Take care and happy creating.